So that you understand now why we say don't make us look stupid.
Okay, way to bring us back home. Yeah, I do see how it can make you look stupid. Isn't that always up to the woman to switch? They keep switching the goal line on what makes them
keep
look
moving
stupid.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is it switching?
Because your man could be a bad dresser. That's making him look stupid. He could cheat on you. That makes him look stupid.
But see, him being a bad dresser can always be changed. It could be like, all right, like that's just his style. That's just who he is. And it's not a bad thing. You know, you like to wear this color with this color. You like to wear polka dots with stripes. Hey, that's up to you. That's what makes you comfortable. But when you are like, you know, y'all are not on the same page in a relationship. Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Nique Cruz.
CL Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can find us on all podcast platforms. Remember to like, share, follow, and 5-star rate. And if you want to join the conversation, email us, RELSTAT podcast@gmail.com. And we are back after a
brief hiatus.
A brief hiatus.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Season 5? Okay.
Yeah, we are now.
Okay.
Is this year 5?
I don't know.
No, it shouldn't be year 5, but you know how the seasons go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just stepped on whatever Nique was doing.
Yeah.
I got you. I followed you, Nique. You just really season 5. It's kind of like when all the kids come back and they're grown up. The voices are deeper. They're not as cute and adorable anymore.
I mean, I'm still cute and adorable.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all.
Not
but,
me.
you know.
Not you.
Not me.
Growth has happened.
Yeah, things have happened. Things have been happening.
We took a slight break, and now we're back with you guys. And Asia, how's everything been?
Good. I mean, you have a lady here first. I don't know why you continue
Ladies
to do
first.
that.
I'm sorry.
I mean, sorry. What you sorry for?
Things don't change.
Disregarding women?
Oh. Oh.
Not disregarding women.
Still not watching the WNBA?
You don't?
No, he doesn't. He don't support women.
Don't.
I am shocked.
He doesn't.
You of all people, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I watch the WNBA.
Why not?
I'm not against it.
He don't watch it. He don't support.
Support.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not against supporting it. I have to do a better job of watching it. That is a fact. I do have to do a better job of watching it.
We know that, but I am very shocked at you.
Yeah. He barely watch regular basketball. But it's that's
a whole nother issue. See,
But
that's a whole nother issue, though.
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, how's everything going with you?
Yeah, running behind these kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Nique, are you?
Yeah, like I've
They're
been
kind
a
of
mom.
grown now, Nique. They're not.
No, they're not. Like, listen. Oh,
Because like the
God.
older they get, the more stuff they get involved in.
Yes, my oldest, like, I feel like she just throws something in the air and be like, boom, I'm doing that this week.
Meaning what now?
Well,
Like new hobbies, new interest?
no, sports. Like, we just finished soccer in May.
Okay.
June was a break. And now we had to go into band camp the whole month of.
Well, you had a whole month off, Nique.
Yeah, like that's I was trying to enjoy that month, and before it just felt like it flew by.
Are you
And it was
actually
like,
going to band with her?
No, but I gotta pick her up.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hey, by 10th grade, I would thought you've been used to that,
And
so I'm now picking up.
and they have to have this particular type of water bottle. I mean, well, she wants this particular type of water bottle.
Yes, exactly.
They have to have these type of shorts.
Okay.
White t-shirts, and which is not
A uniform?
expensive.
That's crazy. That's crazy on a band.
But it's like making sure it's washed and clean.
Okay.
And just getting her to her locations, doing this, make sure her instrument is working. She fell this year and got a concussion.
She got a concussion. How'd she fall?
They were playing Red Rover, and she ran through the people's arms, and she fell on one of the people, and they dropped her.
She jumped?
No, she ran through, and one of the people like kind of caught her like in his arm, and he let her go, and she was like tipping over, and she fell and hit the hard ground.
Red Rover is where you got to run across and then bust through the hand.
Yeah.
And bust through the interlocked arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she blacked out, and everybody was scared.
What you probably should have told her is that it's a cool game, and then if you think it's cool, she won't do it.
She don't care.
Yeah, she won't do it.
She's not that type of. She seemed competitive, and she was like, "Yeah, I can do this."
Okay.
So yeah, and then she starts wrestling.
All right. All right.
She's gonna wrestle.
Yeah, she's gonna do wrestling.
All right. Girls wrestling, boys volleyball. It's wild out here.
And a lot of schools have boys. A lot of them have boys volleyball.
Yeah, we got Wilson has one.
I'm
now.
protesting against that personally.
You're
Why?
protesting.
I don't know. I just don't think you need boys volleyball.
I've watched
Boys don't participate
volleyball.
in enough sports already.
Volleyball is very interesting. It's a competitive sport. I like it when I watch it, when I see it on TV. I don't go looking for it though.
You don't go just if it happens.
I've seen Michigan play girls volleyball. Michigan, some other state. I want to say Washington, but like they seem pretty good.
I'm pretty sure they all have teams.
But I'm not sure if all of them have teams.
I mean, you went for the college or you going for the state?
Oh, college.
okay.
Michigan State. It was Michigan State.
Okay. So you combined it, Michigan State, not Michigan.
Yeah.
And they have real beef.
Yeah, and they were playing each other when I first watched it.
Okay.
So but I was trying to think of another name instead of just Michigan. But yeah.
South Carolina, we kind of like right here.
They have a volleyball team?
Yeah, and actually really good too.
Really?
I don't know about really good, but
I mean
they
do well in the conference.
I
definitely
mind.
don't watch their boys.
You watch
they have
that,
boys.
but WNBA is not your thing.
I don't watch it. It comes up on the timeline of stuff that social media stuff that comes
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I do love to get into that and watch that. I want one of my daughters to play that, but they like, no.
What, volleyball?
Yeah.
It could be a little challenging for them.
Listen.
They're not the tallest. It need to be a little taller.
You're right. Well, I mean, my oldest is taller. She's taller than me. So she'll probably
She's
be tall.
5'1".
No, she's like 5'2", 5'3". now.
Okay. Big girl. Big gal.
Yeah, don't
She's-
call her
she's
that.
very
She's very self-conscious
About what?
about like her height, her weight, all of that.
Oh,
she's at that
man.
age.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're not the big gal.
Don't do that.
Yeah, just a girl.
But like the little one, she's I know I'm
so
big.
the little one's wrestling? Or
the little one's wrestling.
Okay.
As of right now, she says she'll do it.
That's different.
And then going into soccer. So
Okay.
and soccer is like practice Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, game on Tuesday, game on Thursday, practice on Friday.
It's kind of what people do when they play a sport.
It's just Saturday is the only day off.
Well, they can go out there and suck then. It's up to y'all.
Yes.
You want to suck or you want to be
Which is
decent?
true.
And then that comes into his challenges because she broke a tooth out there. It's just a lot.
Nigga, you better check your insurance because you got a lot going on.
It's just a lot. It's a lot.
going on. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
a
that's
lot.
good. So nothing with you? No.
No.
Well, Nick, I want to give you a shout. I want to give you some props and a shout out.
For what would I do?
Okay.
Last week, I had the opportunity to catch you on the Tangy T show.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you did a wonderful job on
What
the
was
show.
she talking about on there? What she do a wonderful job with?
They had their own topic.
Yeah, they had an advice letter, and it was I think it was a lady who y'all were talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the week prior.
Yeah,
Okay.
the week prior, not the one. I didn't see the one from
Yeah.
this Tuesday. The one where you and Veronica kind of had a disagreement, and the guys kind of sat out of it. They was like, "Hey, gosh, what
Nique disagree? That's wild. No, Nique.
no, but her points
No.
were valid. I'm just trying to.
It was about like a fiance was upset about the relationship.
That's right. That
that her future husband had with his baby mama, and not inappropriate. To me, it wasn't inappropriate. It was more on the lines of she doesn't want her walking the kids to the door. Like, it's petty.
Well, I mean, you can want what you want.
Yeah, and like they don't have a bad relationship. She just feels like the girl doesn't like her. And it was like, well, it sounds like her problem.
And then Nique made the statement because they were making some interjections about things that weren't in the letter, and Nique was like, "But that's not in the letter."
Yeah,
according
it's
to the letter,
one-sided.
it's the issue is this.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I
That's
said.
crazy, Nique.
That's what
It wasn't
I
in the letter?
That's what I
No.
said.
That's crazy.
Yo, and that's what I
Crazy,
said.
Nique. Okay.
You know, growth.
yes.
Growth.
Yes.
It's all about growth.
Yeah.
You know,
Nique was like, y'all are making some assumptions,
Yeah.
but it's not in the letter.
it wasn't.
And so,
CL taught me that. Look at things from a bird's eye view. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. Look at things logically.
But you were on. That. You were on. I really enjoyed you on the show.
Shouts out to the tangy tea of life.
Yeah. Veronica, Fatine, and
Victor.
Yeah.
Okay, big shouts to them.
Big shouts out to them.
Yes. Since Yusuf, we catching up with you. Anything major developments going on with you, or
nah? Just some work and just mental, and the young one broke. Speaking of injuries, the young one
I saw that.
broke his arm.
How'd you see that?
His mom posted it.
Oh wow, okay, that's crazy. All right. Did she get his permission?
Did she get Amir's permission to post it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she did.
Okay.
I'm not sure she did.
I'm not sure she did.
Yeah, because like
Tell Amir I know a lawyer.
Yusuf called me about my daughter because he had just walked in before, like right after we left. I was like, now, and I go on, I'm strolling on Facebook and I see, he didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like as you scrolled, I found out when it happened, but I didn't. I was kind of. It was after the situation with your daughter.
Oh, okay.
And then as you scroll through, it's like not when I found out, but it's kind of everything's happening at the same time. And I didn't even see the photo until like the next day after it was posted.
Oh, okay.
But he's a little upset. But
He looked mad. He don't look like he was hurt. He looked like he was pissed off.
They was playing imaginary basketball, and Edison fouled him. He said. And he said, "Dad, isn't it a flagrant foul if you get pushed?" I said, "Yeah." But it was a blessing in disguise, so to speak, because apparently there was something sitting in that spot that they had to, when he hit, that's what made it kind of weak. So they were able to alleviate it. So it was good it happened because they were able to catch it. So that was actually a blessing in disguise. But other than that, it's been a pretty cool summer. Ready to get back to work.
Yeah, you got a new position too.
Yeah. Amazing position. So I'm enjoying that and really really enjoying where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Welcome to being a tiger.
Yeah.
Officially, welcome.
I was there last year. So
no, welcome to officially being a tiger. You can't just say, "Oh, I just work here."
Yeah.
You are officially a tiger now.
Okay.
I got it. What about you,
What about you?
Chilling.
That's it. That's all. No mega
Chilling,
churches, no
no.
books, no mixtapes.
There's not a lot of stuff, but I'd be showing off. So I don't.
You supposed to show off.
No. I do not.
Sometimes you gotta pop out.
No, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do have to pop out. But no, sometimes you got to stay low too. Keep firing.
Oh.
But no, nothing new. Just regular, same old.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to be more proficient at what's going on.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
so classy.
Yeah,
Sophisticated.
yeah. So we've been away.
All
Yeah.
right.
A lot's going on
A lot's happened.
in the relationship space.
what you got?
What you mean? What I got?
Yeah, because you came out, lots happened in a relationship.
Lots happening. I'm just saying in general. There's been a lot of twists and changes in the world since we've
Yeah,
been
there
away.
has been.
Be nice if we would have prepped and had a list of things, but we don't.
So I mean, you threw it out there.
I'm just-
I was
okay.
I was trying to pick up what you were putting
I
down.
know.
I was trying
I
to.
was hoping you would jump right in there, but I mean, we've seen some rise of some people and some fall of some others, and it's just life.
Lives.
Yeah, just the life. Just
Okay.
life.
Okay.
But today we're going to talk about growth a little bit.
Growing
Growing or
Growing.
growth? Growing.
in a relationship.
Is that possible? Number one.
Yeah, I think everybody grows in a relationship.
Isn't it the thing where I thought as you
But a
go through the
healthy
relationship, shouldn't there be some growth to you as an individual as well as a couple?
Not if you don't grow personally.
That's true.
So if you don't grow personally, there's no growth in the relationship.
This is true, but I feel like that's more when you're with the wrong person.
What you mean?
When you're with the wrong person, it's hard for you to grow, kind of stunts your growth.
So a man has to date you and help you grow? Jesus.
I mean, a woman has to date you and help you grow.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. If a person's
mine.
not helping you, if you're not helping each
She
other,
can
why are you
assist,
in a
but she don't have to
relationship?
help. Well, I mean,
isn't the personal growth on the person?
Well, it depends. Now, personal growth, I think has to be for yourself first.
But it's environmental based.
Okay, well, maybe your partner will help you understand that you need to grow in this area, and then you have to grow in that area. Yeah, because some growth is for the relationship, it's not for you.
Yeah. But I think that you, through you growing individually and changing the things within you, it helps the other person, because it helps the other person to kind of usher or help with that growth person. I was trying to think of another word other than growth, but the maturation of the person within the relationship. And sometimes your partner sees things that you do that you don't even recognize that you do.
Well, yes.
Or that you might not even be self-aware that you
Well, I mean, something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay,
like
so
sometimes a person doesn't know that they're an a-hole until somebody tells them. And like they can hear it from different people, but it could be in certain situations that person is telling them that. So it's like, of course I'm being an a-hole because you're doing X, Y, Z. But when someone that like you care about and you're dealing with day in and day out, and like, hey, you really are an a-hole, it kind of makes you step back like, hold up, am I?
Well, you got to speak one language. What's an a-hole?
An asshole.
Oh, an a-hole.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I thought you said something like in Spanish. I was like,
No.
what is he talking about? I didn't know. Okay, my fault. Yes, you could be that. I thought it was something else. I thought y'all was tapping into y'all Spanish. I was like, I'm not even going to pretend I know. Yeah. I'm just going to say.
No, you was sitting over there nodding like.
Ayo, all right.
Like sometimes we tell you you're an a-hole.
Yeah, but sometimes it's unmerited. You're just being defensive. That's all that is. I don't take that personally.
Go ahead.
Now, I could be misjudged there.
Yeah.
Because I really be trying to understand before I go. Because once I hit the switch is on now. We got to deal with. So I really want to know. So if somebody's.
See, but to that point, CL, I think if the person that you're speaking to understands you as the person you are.
Nobody understands nobody.
But you still can't take things personal. You can't, like, just because he may ask a question the way he asks a question, that's not for you to take it personally, like, oh, he's asking me questions, or why is he asking me like this? Like, just answer the questions, or if you're not sure why, ask.
Okay, but you just called me an a-hole.
Because you are an a-hole.
That's what I'm saying. You said you called me an a-hole, but it's only because I ask questions.
It's not because you ask questions.
But I don't perceive you to be that. It's like I don't perceive CO to be an a-hole.
Oh, you're a huge one too.
Oh, maybe it's just you. Okay. Maybe.
It's like two different levels of it, but definitely.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that's just
like you have a lot of sarcasm. Like you're not like he's petty. Like if you piss him off, he's gonna be very petty with you. Mm-hmm. You don't really get pissed off. You use your sarcasm to you can make somebody feel stupid.
I don't mind. I have no intention of making somebody feel stupid, but I want you to realize what you just said.
Listen to yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna shoot everybody in here.
Like there's
you literally don't even have a gun right now. Like, but you're gonna shoot everybody. Okay, all right, cool. If you're gonna shoot, bang bang. You know, bang bang. We're going. And since you threatened us, we're gonna let you leave and go get the gun?
No.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Oh God. Okay.
But sometimes you don't know. And then sometimes in the confines of a relationship, I think some decisions have to be made for the relationship. I don't know if that's personal growth. That just makes it easier to get along with that person.
Well, I mean, I still think it's personal growth because you have to grow. Like you can't just change just for that moment, for that relationship.
No, you have to change.
You have to change completely.
But it needs to be more for you.
Yeah, it has to be more personal than anything. So hearing somebody that you spent a lot, that is actually experiencing you on all levels, not just friendship or not just business, they actually see you behind the scenes and they're telling you like, hey, you're coming off as this. Mm-hmm. It could be like, okay, you know what? Let me sit back, reevaluate, make some changes somewhere, and then go back out and handle my friends this way, handle work this way, and see how it works. So, like, sometimes it takes that person that you're in a relationship with, or even sometimes it takes your kids to tell you.
Your kids can tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you come off to them.
Okay.
Because they are also experiencing a different...
Experiencing you.
Yeah, they're experiencing you in a different way. So, it's kind of like, yeah.
Well, I'm seeing something here.
What?
I think maybe you have had that done to you. Have your girls had to sit you down and have an intervention and say, "Hey, mom,
I have meetings with my kids.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I sit down and have meetings with them individually and ask them, like, how am I doing?
Okay.
Where are you at? How do you feel? Instead of both of them being in the room and them going bickering back and forth, like, I give them that space. So yeah.
Okay.
They've told me.
So do you think that people confuse personal growth with change?
Personal growth should lead to change.
It should
it's a
lead
part
to
of
change.
change.
But some people are reluctant to change. So if somebody says, "Hey," if your spouse or significant other comes to you and says, "Hey, I see this as an issue that you have, and I think we need to work through changing this." That would be personal growth for them as an individual, but they may see it as a negative and be like, "This person's trying to change me."
Yeah, because I've heard
Personally,
that
people
before.
should change you.
But some people feel like
Are reluctant to change.
Yeah, like if you call somebody stubborn and be like, "Well, I've been like this for 40 plus years.
Yeah, that's-
Nobody else complained. Nobody else said anything. It hasn't hurt anything." So then even though
But you're
other
on your
people,
50th relationship.
yeah, but like even though other people have told you you're stubborn, they like you haven't necessarily had any bad consequences from you being stubborn.
So why do y'all give y'all partners such a hard time with that when they're just trying to express themselves?
What are you talking about?
I'm asking y'all a question.
Because like I ain't never been told I was stubborn.
I asked y'all a question. Like, why? Why would y'all do that?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
No, I don't. If that man,
Because we're
sits down-
reluctant to listen to our partner sometimes.
No, this is I can't not listen to somebody I'm willing to lay next to.
No,
Yes,
you
you can.
can.
No, I
and you
can't.
probably have.
It's probably going to be a bad relationship, but you can do it.
No, like if I'm willing to close my eyes next to you and trust you on that level, why wouldn't I listen to you?
That ain't true, Nique.
Not for everybody,
not
but
for
for
you.
me.
But I do know people who are in physical relationships with people, and they don't know nothing about each other.
And like, why be in a relationship?
I mean, I don't think it's healthy either, but it does happen a lot. Or you find out this about a person, like, wow. Or I'm actually listening to an interesting podcast called Betrayal.
Okay.
And it's about these women, mostly Caucasian, all Caucasian. Like their husbands, like one of them was like producing kiddie porn. One was like a killer.
Well, a part of it is like some women feel like as long as you create a space for me to be comfortable, I don't care who you are.
See, women don't care about men.
No, but a little
Some.
bit. But a little bit is like that. Like
What?
you creating.
One man was gay. He was just.
And what was the color of these women?
They were all were
Okay,
Caucasian. But it has
exactly.
nothing to do with the story.
I don't think it has anything because I think a lot of people end up in relationships, and because they don't take time to know the other person fully, there are these holes and gaps where other things do come into play. Where like I don't know how is he having so much time on his hands away from you that he's producing kiddie porn?
Because he has provided her with a lifestyle that she doesn't dig into his business.
Which is
she's
which-
able,
yeah.
she's
Which
able
is-
to
I
go
think-
to brunch.
For you
with her
not
friends.
For you
have,
not to-
listen to the podcast, I think you summed it up right there. There's a gap or space that she knows nothing about.
Yeah.
Because he provided a particular lifestyle for her. That
I think
that allowed
lifestyle
for
helped
him-
because one guy was a doctor.
Yeah, see?
He was a doctor. Need I'll make you 1,000% right now, Need.
He makes it a little bit more comfortable. Not saying that she
Yeah.
doesn't have to work at all, but like
I mean, she worked, but it was a comfortable living situation.
You're not so like, oh, where is he going? What's he doing?
Yeah, and she had two
when he's
step
out?
kids. She had 2 kids of her own that he took in, and he was a younger guy. And financially, I think he made their life better. So sometimes you think the distraction of what you really want makes you not know what the person needs? Because
Yeah. But I also feel like people lie to themselves in relationship. Not even just like in relationship, just in general in life.
though you have to
People
lie to yourself a little bit to live in this world.
But I believe people lie to themselves to keep from really believing what is reality. If that make like that is.
Well, you create your own reality sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you create your own reality.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend that her boyfriend had a baby on her.
Okay. Tell us
Now-
more. I'm pretty sure he had a reason.
Now I will say, like, she believes like, oh no, he got drunk and his baby mom. Now he had a baby with a woman that he already had 2 kids with.
Okay, so he's familiar.
Yes.
Okay.
So I explained to her, like, they've been dealing with each other.
Whoa, Nique. Whoa.
Listen, yeah,
That was not in the letter.
No. listen. But she's just like, she has in her head that no matter what no matter what the girl told her, no matter what anybody else told her, she has in her head, not even what he told her, she has in her head that he was drunk and he slipped up and had intercourse. He didn't even have intercourse. She took advantage of him. Like, that's what she believes.
Okay.
Now, you go back into the story, like, you dig a little deeper, you find out that the baby mom was living with them.
Before?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Maybe they just weren't done with each other yet. Like
that's how I
completely
feel.
done. Okay.
That's where I believe. That's why I
Okay.
explained to her. And because the baby mom actually accused me of yeah.
Nique? No.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. No, my friend. He's with my friend. And she's
Okay.
like, no, I think I saw him with a girl that looks like you. No, you didn't. So, like, even all of that, like, but again, my friend in lying to herself, like, no. And she'll tell you, like, she does lie to herself because when she really likes somebody, she doesn't want to see the red flags.
Okay. Well, that don't have nothing to do with him.
No, and yeah.
I mean, though, he doesn't.
Because-
He shouldn't cheat.
I mean, like, no, you shouldn't cheat, but there is like a whole bunch of other red flags. But he actually left her. In sitting down and you see this person is the way they are, because even in certain arguments that they had, it was because she was lying to herself about the situation. She was lying to herself about how things were with them, not just with them, but just in life. And that's a lot of things that they would argue about. Things with her child, things with her job, things with her parents. Like, he would have to tell her, like, hey, no, it's, it shouldn't be this way. You should be doing this. And she's like, no, it's just going to be, it's going to be like XYZ.
Did she forgive him?
I don't really know because this is like years ago.
Mm-hmm. Many years ago.
Yeah, many years ago.
Many friends ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody recent.
Nobody recent.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody recent.
Yeah.
But he actually left her.
Good for that king.
But isn't a part of that something that we referenced earlier, just self-awareness
Yeah.
and just kind of being able to.
But what
like
was
you
the
said-
problem?
Well, she said that she
lied
lied
to herself.
rather than.
Oh,
Seeing,
you talking about the woman? Okay.
yeah, the woman, not
Okay.
the guy.
Not saying he doesn't have any problems.
Yeah, he did some stuff to
Yeah.
himself.
yeah.
But like for her there's
to-
so many things to identify as this is a red flag. This is not good.
Because like you said when she likes someone like that,
Yeah.
she ignores the red flags. So she has to be aware enough of herself in those moments to say, hey, look, I see these red flags and normally I bypass this and this is what happens. So maybe I need to take heed I need to make some personal growth in myself.
Yeah, I need to start being more.
To start being more careful about bypassing these red flags, depending on the red flag, depending on the type of red flags, because I don't think all are equal.
Explain it.
I don't think all red flags
Are equal. Why?
Okay.
I think we determine what our red flags are, correct?
No.
So, okay, we don't determine what our red flags.
Some red flags are red.
No.
red.
What I mean by that is, through our experience,
Mm-hmm.
it causes us to have red flags. So until we experience something, so for example, if something minute like a guy who turned his phone down was cheating, so he always has his phone face down, right? That's to that person when they found out that the person was cheating. They found out via their phone somehow being up or whatever. Well, the next person they get into a relationship with, this person just, it's nothing to it. It's just a habit of them putting their phone face down. To you, that may be a red flag because you went through this process with somebody who turned their phone down. So now you're looking at this as that's a red flag.
So you mean
Well,
that's
that's more as an insecurity versus a red flag.
You think so?
I would.
Yes,
I would
majorly.
agree. Or an imaginary insecurities are imaginary red flags.
But that's what I guess then that's what I'm saying. Then.
Yeah, because that's
But
not.
like some
probably
red
a better
flags
way
are
of
just
saying-
red flags.
I just think
all the
we've
way across the
convoluted what
board.
red flags are.
And
Everything
that's-
ain't a red flag.
See,
Yeah.
and that's what, and I think that's the
I think
point I'm
it's
trying
the
to
point you
get
was
to.
trying to get to.
That's the
Yeah,
point I'm trying
okay.
to get to. Like everything, like
It's not a red
it
flag.
became so social media driven that everybody is now coming up with their own red flags where it should be.
Because they're projecting.
Where it should be all like this is the because your non-negotiables may change. That may vary from person to
He's
person.
gaslighting me.
But the red flags are just red flags, as y'all are saying, as y'all are pretty much explaining on that.
Yeah, because that is a insecurity. Like if somebody puts their phone face down, that could just be common. Like how they, or they don't want you in their business.
First of all, it's my phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I was just making.
Like I mean, I don't understand that. And I've had
it really is.
I've had to
it's your
have those
phone.
type conversations before, but I don't understand that at all.
Because I just think the person, which makes sense to it being an insecurity, the person feels the need to have to know what's going on at a particular time.
Not today's age.
I remember being dealing with somebody, and my phone was down, and it rang, and the name popped up. Well, who's that? I was like,
Who they are?
It's like,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you would ask. What do you mean?
I would.
No, he's asking me.
What
Oh, I
I'm
thought he
asking
said-
you, like, what is that?
No, I was saying, like, I think the people just sometimes want to know what's
If they
going
see a
on.
woman's name, they're like, "Oh, who's
They just
that?"
want to know what's going on.
I haven't even picked up the phone yet.
Exactly. But
how
like
do I
that's
know
who
what's
they
going
are.
on?
I don't know what they want, but and don't ask.
And
me
that doesn't
questions
mean
like
you
that.
talk to this person.
No.
Somebody you haven't talked to this person in years, and
And they just decide to call. Yeah.
So how did you respond?
My response was, I actually explained
shaking
who-
in your boots.
I actually explained who it
Shaking
was.
in your boots.
I said it's a friend of mine. I'll call him back.
No, you answer
Why did the person have to answer?
because you don't know what that person wants.
We were in the middle of watching a movie. I was not about to answer the phone.
Oh, okay, that's different. But if you're like out, like I can only speak for me. I don't mind people answering the phone because I feel like you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's wrong. You don't know why someone is reaching out to you. They could be reaching out to you as a third party for someone else to reach you for a more important matter.
Well, what I can say is, like, parents of my kids, my kids, business, like those, I'll pick up on them. People like close circle, pick it up on them because I don't know what's going on. Somebody could be calling me from a friend's phone to let me know something's going on. That I'll do.
Yeah.
But people that are like
Yeah, you got too much going on.
just miscellaneous,
No, you got too much going on.
what you mean?
You need a second phone.
Yeah, why would a person why would a person even question that?
No,
I
I
find
some
that to
people
be
have
I find that to be
insecurities.
very disrespectful.
Some people don't even trust, like, coaches. They be like, oh, I think you talk too much to this parent or something like that. Like, that's an insecurity. Like,
Well, I mean, let's say that does happen, but that doesn't mean somebody's doing something.
no, we never said anybody was doing anything.
So what would be the insecurity?
But that's the insecurity. She's saying that's the
They're
insecurity.
feeling
The
like
person
you
is
are.
the person is
Yeah,
that's the insecurity.
feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking. I know where we're at.
I believe I can fly. Like
I
that
know
doesn't
where
make
we're at.
that doesn't
But that's
make
why I
me
say it's
fly
just
away.
a projection of what they have experienced. And
So how
have
do
to
you
experience.
handle that? Because that person needs to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you handle that situation without it being
Becoming
blowing up
something.
or?
When it comes to insecurities, I don't think you can help someone grow out of insecurities. I don't think it's a helpful thing. I think the best thing you could do is to leave.
No, I think
Jesus Christ,
Jesus.
Nique, immediately.
But I would say
For the woman or the man?
For both.
Immediately?
Yeah, leave.
We're not
No.
going to work through this. We're not going to try to figure
You
out.
can't fix somebody's trauma.
no, but I think if you have
That's not trauma.
I-
Everything
That
ain't
is-
trauma.
everything ain't trauma. But I
No,
think that if you have
it's
the
traumatic. It was a traumatic.
Okay,
probably a
traumatic and trauma are
experience
two different things.
for
Yeah.
them. So now
Yes.
they put that on everybody. They have to want to change that.
Well, first of all, that means you're neglecting who I am. because whatever happened to you in the past is stronger than what I'm presenting to you right now.
Exactly. So I need to move on to you go see that lady. Go ahead.
I need to move on. I would say if you have the patience enough to work through the person and their insecurity.
What do you mean patience? What kind of words are we using here? What you mean patience?
Like, because some people don't have the patience to discuss or
Then
talk
how
to a
they gonna
person
be in a
about the
relationship
insecurity.
with anybody? Ever.
Maybe the word
'Cause
patience isn't.
Well, I mean, Nique just said if
But that was wild. At least
that was it.
I
Like,
mean,
That wasn't wild to me.
we gonna blow this whole relationship up. I'm out of here.
Boom, I'm
like,
out.
Poof.
yeah, like you gone.
Yeah, like
You're gone, buddy.
well, I'll say with certain insecurities, it's hard to move past those insecurities. Like you clocking everywhere I'm at. You asking me about everywhere I'm going.
But can't you stop that?
I mean, I cannot answer, but I can't stop that person from asking me.
Yes, I can.
And I can tell them, well, don't ask me. Now they have all these things going on in their head.
Well, you can't say it
looks
like
I'm
that.
doing
Don't ask
something.
me. I think you should at least, from man to woman, before you tell a woman just point blank, don't ask me that, you need to explain it multiple times. It's going to probably take a minimum of...
And they're going to think you're lying.
7.
No, it's going to take a minimum of 122 hours. But after that, after
They're gonna
122,
think you're lying.
you good.
No,
Just because you feel like I'm lying, I'm not going to behave like I'm a liar.
No, I'm going to behave how I'm usually behaving.
Even if you think I'm lying, I'm okay with you thinking I'm lying. If I know I'm not lying, I'm okay with that.
And that's what I'm okay with leaving. I'm okay with you believing whatever you believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not
So
going to deal with it.
your belief in whatever your belief is stronger than the actual relationship? Because that's...
I'm not talking about my belief.
Not Nique personally. I'm just saying a person in this position,
Mm-hmm.
your belief that somebody is doing something, if you believe that, I mean like really believe that, you think you should just be out.
No, I'm not talking about I believe that.
No.
Well, I mean, I know what he's saying. What I'm saying is when I say just do away with the relationship, I'm talking about the person on the other end. The person that's being accused. The person that is receiving.
They should just leave?
Yeah.
Why? Because see
I don't-
that's where I think growth comes in at. Like we can serve each other as growth. Now we may not be
That's
together
what I feel
forever.
like growth is, because I feel like when you start to become
See,
go ahead.
see, although I don't think it's our responsibility, I think it's partially our responsibility to aid in someone's growth. It's their thing, right? For them, they're growing for themselves. So even if past this relationship, you don't continue this, whatever this behavior is that is detrimental to you. So through the personal growth, we need to be able to. They have to make them self-aware. We have to make them aware of what they're doing, and talk through that to help
can
them
tell
get to
them.
the growth part of it.
You can tell. Well, I'll say
I'm not saying
from
tell and talk through. I think that's two different things. I think people take those two.
I'll
take
tell.
those things
I'll
different.
say it from a woman's point of view, and only. Well, I wouldn't even say a woman. I'll say from my point of view, because y'all bring women on here to be like, no, I would never. So, from my perspective,
That's a shot at somebody. I don't know who.
and every person that's been on this show,
Okay.
but I would say this, because everybody always say like, well, from my perspective, like they don't want to speak for women. Once you have an insecurity, it's hard to pull. It's hard to hear anything that other person is saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not impossible, just hard.
it's just hard.
Okay.
It's not impossible. It's not saying it can't be changed, but if I'm not doing the work, it doesn't matter what you tell me, because I feel like in my head, I feel like it is what it is. And like, I can't change it. If I feel some type of way about you putting your phone down, I'm always going to feel some type of way about you putting your phone down. Even when you say,
can't change.
even when you say, oh, it's nobody, it's just like, it's not that big of a deal. Even when you prove it, I'm still going to feel like just for the moment, you're proving it to me just for the moment, but it could be.
See, but I think in those moments we have to have the discussion about the deeper issue there, because the phone is not the issue.
You can have that conversation. You can dig down in those deeper issues,
And
but
discuss.
realistically, you can discuss it. But
I mean,
realistically, I was talking over you, so I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm talking to you from a woman's point. We're not, because we have our friends that telling us, girl, whatever. And we do not want to feel stupid in front of other people that we have already told our business to.
But
so it's going to be hard to.
What if you looking stupid by believing what you believe? That's still stupid.
They don't. That's when you start lying to yourself.
Oh, okay. That's when you lie to yourself. Okay.
That's when you start lying to yourself. Like, no, he loves me.
Okay.
But no, like it's really hard to deal with. So like a lot of women, like today, not back in the days, but today, they feel like I'm gonna get you before you get me. So a lot of women just resort to cheating themselves. Or you put your phone down, I'm gonna put my phone down too.
But what if I don't care?
But see, then that's gonna hurt that feeling. He doesn't care about me.
I don't care what you do with your phone.
Look, he doesn't care about me. He doesn't care what I do.
Yeah,
he's too nonchalant for me.
Like that's.
What if I don't care?
Yeah, what if that ain't my trigger?
And then she's gonna dig to find what's your trigger to bother you, because you're doing something that's bothering her,
Is that something
and
weird?
you won't stop because.
I ain't say he wouldn't stop, but it's just.
But like it's something as little as turning your phone down. That could just be something you do.
Yeah.
Without knowledge.
Sometimes you don't even look. You just put your phone down.
Yeah, you're just putting your phone down, and it's bothering her. And it's like now I gotta like in my head make sure I'm always facing my phone up. That's too much.
No, I would just. Me personally, I would just say I'm not facing my phone up. My phone happens to be down, just happens to be down.
Yeah.
But I won't try to put my phone down. Because if I'm not cheating, I don't care.
Yeah. But see, if she believes,
like I'm not gonna start behaving like a cheater because you say I'm cheating or doing not even cheating.
But see, with a
cheating.
person that feels like you are cheating, it doesn't matter if the way you act, because right now the way you're acting to her is you're lying to me. So like you can't change that until she does the work to fix whatever is going on with her. You can't fix that. There is no conversation. There is no deep dive into her feelings that you can do to change that. She is always going to feel that until she's able to do the work and go get help. Mm-hmm. Because that's true. Like she had a traumatic experience with somebody.
But you don't have to admit somebody just cheated. Like that's not traumatic.
But it is traumatic for
that
some
don't have
people.
nothing to do with you.
But that it's traumatic for a lot of people. So you can't say that it's not traumatic when a lot of people experience that and it's traumatic for them.
Okay. I don't understand the traumatic part about
being cheated on.
Yes, because somebody like. Let's say if a man was being cheated on for 3 years, but I only found out the last 2 months. I'm only responsible for the last 2 months. I'm not responsible for the last 3 years because I didn't know.
Yeah.
The moment I find out you're cheating, now I have a problem.
Yeah, now
so I'm not gonna go back and do revisionist history. When'd you meet? I'm just you're gonna run yourself crazy.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah,
they end up running themselves crazy. Then it starts to be when they're in the next relationship. How you met that guy? That
means you don't have closure from the other one.
Yeah,
you haven't done the work. You were just by yourself.
So drop the relationship. That's why I say
based upon your baggage.
Based on the baggage that you're bringing to me.
Well, everybody has some.
I'm not telling the person.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the person that has the insecurity.
Tell me the other person.
The other person, because like it's not your job to do the work. Like you can have conversations.
Well, if you care about the person, I think it is a portion of you. It depends on.
That's why you hear women saying, well, I'm not gonna say women. You hear men telling women, yeah, I made an appointment with that lady. Because like.
What lady?
Oh, y'all ain't never heard that?
No.
Really?
I didn't make no appointment with no lady.
Like sometimes like with.
What lady? Who is this lady?
And no one knows who the lady is.
I never heard this before. Okay, so this is new.
But yeah, so like when women are have reached their point of like, I can't do this no more. I'm leaving. I can't deal with your, I guess you're cheating or us arguing. I'm out. Mm-hmm. Some men will go and say, yeah, I made an appointment with that lady.
Who is the lady?
It's like therapy, counselor.
A counselor?
Yeah, counselor.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah, it's like a counselor.
That's what I started
Y'all making counselors millionaires because some of the stuff you don't have to go see a counselor.
You really don't.
Sometimes you could just stop.
Yeah,
I quit.
Really
you
could.
won.
Yeah.
You got it. If I got to keep refreshing the browser to see what's new every day, I'm out. Son. I can't do it. I don't have the strength.
But to that point, Nique, I just think that if the care is there and you feel like the relationship is worth it, that you do have to help the person through those insecurities. And you got to, and it might be to making some suggestions of things that could be done. And it could be, yes, I might have to be like Ciel said, be a little bit more conscious of making sure my phone face is up because that's what makes.
No,
her
I'm not going to
No.
be conscious if it's up. It's just
It's
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not making any changes.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
be me because
I'm gonna
I'm
make an adjustment.
That's
If
not-
I know
it's not a-
that's
it's
your
not a-
I'm
trigger.
not.
It's
If
not-
I'm not cheating, I'm not making any adjustments.
But that's I
So
guess
the
that's
only
my
time
question.
you're making adjustments when you cheat.
That's what she said. I guess.
That sound like to me is what you said. Like I don't know.
If I'm doing something inappropriate and
Uh-huh.
I know that it's inappropriate and I
Okay.
know that it's deemed inappropriate, not so much as cheating, but it could be inappropriate.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship, then yes, I will make those
Okay.
adjustments.
Okay.
But like something as simple as put my phone facing up or down. No, however I lay, I'm not like I just put my phone down. If you feel the need to go pick it up and touch my phone, make sure
So-
you can pay the bill.
So what would be the purpose? Because I understand what you're saying, but I'm not really sure what it means.
All
and I've
right.
heard this before.
What?
What does it mean if your phone is down?
Well, if somebody calls you and your phone is down, you can't see who's calling. So the person is with you can't see who's calling. Or
Okay.
if a text message pops up, you don't know who's texting or see the text message because your phone is down.
Okay, but you just go into your settings and turn your notifications
Off.
Like you don't have
Yeah,
to.
most people do that.
You don't have to do.
Turn
Like if you go
notifications.
to cheat, be advanced at cheating. Like
All this technology.
How to cheat?
block the person that you're cheating with when you with your girl. Like that just makes sense.
I had a guy do that.
That just doesn't make sense.
I
Like
used to
why
call
would I
him and go
just?
straight to voicemail. I'm like, what the hell? And then at a certain time, you're like, yeah, I be in the country and I'll be having service when I'm in the country.
But why would you? I don't understand why if you're cheating, why do you have to be available for the person you're cheating with? You know I'm cheating unless they just both oblivious.
Yeah, like, well,
I
didn't know.
think that like sometimes people they don't want the world blown up, and the person they're cheating with sometimes knows the main business.
Well, is the other person getting cheated on if they didn't know you had somebody else?
Yeah.
Because I think we're in a relationship. I didn't
Yeah.
know you had somebody else, so I'm not.
So I'm not, but the other person usually gets like the heat.
Okay.
Because like once you do find out about that other person, it's like, well, why you didn't leave? Because we were in a relationship. The hell are you talking about? So like, I'm just finding out about you, and I'm coming to you, letting you know about me.
Not woman to woman.
Yeah,
Woman to
I'll do woman to woman
woman.
because
Wow.
once you go to another woman by the man, like that's just like no, I just leave.
That's a drug.
But,
Okay.
Yeah, I just leave. I'm not cheating. I'm not doing all that. I don't feel like it. I'll just leave and go find me another one.
'Cause
But
I just can't. It's just baffling to me that men get caught cheating on iPads and phones and.
women do too.
Well, I just know guys who cheat. I don't really know.
Well, I know a woman that got caught cheating on her iPad.
Okay, I don't really know any women who.
Her husband opened it up and all the text messages were there. All the pictures were there.
Why would you have pictures?
Why
From pictures she
you
take with her
keeping
phone.
pictures?
No, pictures she take because it's connected to her iCloud.
I understand, but why are you taking any pictures?
Proof.
You trying to be in a relationship when you trying to cheat?
Yeah, she looked like she was in a full blown relationship on
See, that's the
vacation.
problem. That's the
all
problem.
of
You're
that.
not cheating. You're in a relationship. Cheating is a part-time job. It's not full-time. You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah,
either.
that's a full-time job.
Like cheating is not like once somebody starts like actually actively being in a relationship with somebody, like doing like things that you would do if you was in a relationship with someone. Because cheating to me is just I went to your house, we bumped pelvises, and I went home.
Okay, that would probably be the easiest form of cheating.
Or I text you here and there.
Yeah,
but
that would probably be.
yeah, but outside of that, like I feel like that's cheating.
So that's where you think people go wrong when they're cheating is when they try to have a relationship with other
Yeah. And then now you want this person to disconnect. Well, I'm gonna say you, not the middle person.
Definitely not me.
But the person,
Definitely not me. I'm not him.
but the person that like the other lady that's getting cheated on, kind of starts getting mad at the other woman because she feels like, well, you know now, why don't you just leave? And it's like, no, why don't you want to leave? And so now they're in this bicker of back and forth.
But hold a second.
Listen.
The woman who is getting cheated on does have a
point?
She got a point.
But I mean,
She
like,
does have a point.
you-
Can you just
you-
stop? Now that you know, can you stop and let me see what we gonna do? And then if we don't do nothing, she's yours.
Like,
But
nah,
can you
like-
please stop?
Like, we got a trip booked next year. We not stopping. You might want to stop. But like that's where it goes into the back and forth because it's like y'all are on the same, playing field now. Like, why are you expecting me to leave and you ain't leaving? Because if I'm here with you, if I leave, what makes you think he's not going to go out and find another me?
That don't have nothing to do with you.
But then
he'll be cheating with another person.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but see, at that point, he's not cheating on just like her. He's cheating on me too.
Yeah, but the person that's being cheated on is being cheated on. No, the person who is being cheated with is being cheated on also.
That's how I feel.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like if they're doing relationship stuff.
If they're doing relationship stuff,
yeah,
both women are being cheated on.
Oh,
yeah.
Not
okay.
just,
okay.
Like, because basically you're in a relationship with two women.
Okay.
And so the woman that maybe she met your mama. She met his mama. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, well, I met his mom, so I met his brother. Like, like they start bickering back and forth because no one wants to leave. Shoot, I've came to a point where I was just like, you know what? When you with her, you with her. When you with me, but you got to pay. It's not cheap over here.
If he has the financial means, he might could swing it.
He might
could swing it.
Hey, get your money up, fellas.
Yeah, you might.
Or ladies, get your money up.
You might be able to swing it if you can afford to do it.
Yeah, afford this.
Now, I'm not saying anything will come. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna be out here not looking for the next guy, but
Well, the conversation was so good, we had to go ahead and cut it in two. So that's the end of part one. We're going to go ahead and have part two for you on this Wednesday. So make sure that you go ahead and tap in to part two on Wednesday. For Nique, CL, and myself, Yusuf in the building. Check y'all on Wednesday.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Nobody Grinds Like Us, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Nique, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 843-310-8637. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.